Unfortunately, ballot harvesting has allowed for fraud and abuse to occur by those who could tamper with or discard ballots to try to sway an election for or against a certain candidate or party.
She thinks an NPC army is collecting ballots? Ha 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 ha. I like to do things myself. Is it efficient? Of course not. But no machine is better than me. Collecting ballots, cleaning floors, anything. Ballot harvesting is back on the menu.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. In just 24 hours, tens of millions of Democrat women will vote to put a serial womanizing domestic abuser back into the White House. That's right. Not Bill Clinton this time. They've already voted for Bill Clinton many times over. And this time it's a guy named Doug Emhoff. Doug Emhoff is a monster who forcefully beat his girlfriend for flirting with another man in booze-fueled assault after a star-studded event. Here you go. We got even the receipts to prove it. We got the photos. We have the corroborating evidence. Doug Emhoff, of course, a massive fan of Harvey Weinstein, and Harvey Weinstein, a big fan of Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein, one of Bill Clinton's best friends. And the circle of life continues. And Democrat women are going to vote for these monsters by the millions. Doug Emhoff destroyed his first marriage, by the way, because he banged the nanny, got her pregnant. The nanny was his children's tutor. Isn't that interesting? Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, does not deny bombshell stories that he slapped his ex-girlfriend and got his nanny pregnant. What a good guy. What a guy. What a guy. Just a kind old regular dad, this guy. Yeah. What a liability to the Kamala campaign. But also is Doug Emhoff a bit of an embarrassment to the Kamala campaign beyond the fact that he's a domestic abuser, serial womanizer. This male feminist, by the way, all male feminists are exactly the same style of people. They're always the world's biggest monsters because they actually lack testosterone. They're low in testosterone. High testosterone means you protect women. Low testosterone means you are an abuser. And means that you're not in control of your emotions and you're a manically, emotionally stunted, fragile man, if you can even call it that. Doug Emhoff is out today with a new humiliation to Kamala Harris, aside from his past, by saying that Kamala Harris does what she always does, by putting her head down and going to work. This was the most viral clip from all of yesterday on the internet. Let's listen.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
One of the greatest unintentional admissions of all time. Ooh, baby. Ain't no way Kamala's husband said this. This is ping pong balled all around the internet. Doug says the quiet part out loud. Oh no. You can't make this up. Doug, Kamala puts her head down and goes to work. That's how she gets ahead in life. The jokes write themselves. Oh my, no wonder Tim Walz called her a prostituter. Well, Tim Walz did do that, okay? So don't come for me because of what Tim Walz said. He said Kamala Harris was a young prostituter.
Because this started, and I love this story, as a young prostituter. Kamala Harris talked about going in that courtroom for the first time.
I mean, that's what he said, okay? Okay. Dougie the Slugger was just fine with Kamala getting her head down. Oof. The first honest thing Doug has said about Kamala, she put her head down and goes to work. That's the one thing that we all agree on. Everyone's saying, oh, okay. No. Doug Emhoff. Kamala put her head down and went to work. This is, of course, oh, come on. All right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens when Kamala Harris doesn't put her head down? Well, she hit the mic in a recent interview with her head. Watch this. Bang. Oh, ouch. Thank you. Okay. The reason why this is all funny, not even unintentionally funny, right? The reason why that turn of phrase is unintentionally funny and making headlines across the internet at this poorly attended rally. I mean, these rallies are poorly attended. These are not Bon Jovi's playing at this rally. Look at this. These are not well attended rally, as we found out this weekend. Okay. He dropped this gem. People calling it a gem. The reason why people are calling it a gem is because Kamala Harris's past. Kamala Harris's past is, well, dating married men who are her boss in order to get ahead. If a double entendre is intended there. Kamala Harris was shaped by the crucible of San Francisco politics. In this story from the LA Times, it goes into how Kamala Harris was able to advance her early career by sleeping with her boss, the mayor of the city, and by getting appointed to all these special commissions and all these special boards and making a fortune, actually, that she didn't deserve. Here's Kamala Harris and Willie Brown in this photo. Willie Brown straight up admits this. He was married at the time. Didn't matter. He admits to lavishing Kamala with presents, gifts, and appointments, as Kamala lavished him, well, in her own special way, right? So you can read it all here. They all admit to it. They all say it. There's major corruption, too. Kamala Harris had to pay major fines for her corruption with Willie Brown, tens of thousands of dollars. She gave as good as she got. Interesting phrasing there. Even crossing the line or two, City Ethics Commission fined Harris $34,000 for breaching spending caps that she promised to honor. And her campaign manager was caught impersonating a volunteer for a rival in a bungled attempt to gain inside information. What a dirty people. They're dirty people. This hilarious moment where Kamala Harris was caught on camera by a reporter sucking up to Willie Brown, and the reporter goes, "Are you his daughter?" Right? Because the age difference is like 35 years between the two of them.
Fine women.
Are you his daughter? No, I'm not.
And fast cars.
You should from now on address me as the mayor.
Look at Kamala by her. Look up Kamala by his side right there. You see Kamala doing her famous cackle. Look at that. It's got nice to see one thing hasn't changed in Kamala's life. She's changed everything else, but at least the cackle has remained. Look at Kamala like sidling up, sucking up to Willie Brown to get ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked with Eric Trump recently about this, about the quality of people that are have gotten Kamala Harris where she is, and how despicable it is that millions and millions of women will be voting for a domestic abuser to go into the White House. We'll stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's how. It's up right now on the screen. This is the accuser saying there's photos of her and Doug Emhoff. She's saying that she was beaten by Doug Emhoff in a fit of rage, perhaps a drunken fit of rage. And she has backup to this. She has the texts. She has her friends out saying it. This is monstrous behavior. Also, Doug Emhoff's first marriage did end because he slept with a nanny and his child's tutor and impregnated her. So these are just the facts. Sorry if they make you uncomfortable, but these are the facts, and these are the people that the party of women and women's rights, they want to make this man one of the most powerful men on earth. So
well, and then they have the biggest
monsters.
supporters, criticizing, Mark Cuban, women saying that Donald Trump has no capable women around him, and
please,
as a man who's married to an incredible wife, and my father asked to run the RNC. I mean, this is the most powerful political machine on the Republican side of the aisle, and one of what she's done for it. I mean, the way she's turned it around, what she's done for the RNC is nothing short of spectacular. I guess she's not a very, a powerful woman. I guess she's not I guess she's not a great. It's unbelievable, right? And they let him get away with those remarks. Could you imagine if I made a remark like Mark Cuban's? But I mean, forget about just Laura, and I take personal insult because my wife obviously runs the RNC, but and beyond that is incredible in everything she does. But look at Kellyanne Conway. Right, his first campaign manager, woman. Right, look at obviously Susie Wiles, second campaign manager, woman. Go through the Trump organization. I mean, half my general managers, half my greatest employees, senior executives are women, and I'll take them all day long. I mean, and Donald Trump doesn't empower women. I mean, it's an absolute joke. I was just sitting with Linda McMahon on the plane the other day, and she's sitting right next to my father, and they spend the entire time together. I guess she's a woman that built an organization that they just sold for $9 billion or $8 billion, right? WWE. I mean, she built it from zero to being one of the greatest. I guess she's not a strong woman according to Mark Cuban. And it's infuriating. I mean, it's infuriating. But again, none of the mainstream media, the View, it's not like the ladies of the View are going to come out against Mark Cuban and say, you know, that his comments were absolutely atrocious. You know, it's crazy. But again, it's one of the reasons that I think you have this country so fired up. And I think, you know, one of the reasons that you're having the voter turnout that you are, and one of the reasons that this country is just so frustrated with these people. They know exactly who they are at this point. They're not hiding it anymore. They used to be able to hide it.
That's right.
They used to be able to hide it through good PR. They can't hide it anymore.